Welcome. In today's lecture, I want to talk to you guys about success, and more specifically, Socrates' theory of human motivation and how it connects with Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. And really, the core concept here is that in order to be successful, it all begins with your thoughts. If you think successfully and you have successful beliefs, you will be successful. So, Socrates' theory of human motivation. Socrates' theory of human motivation basically says the following, that as humans, we all act on the belief of what we think is best for us, or what we believe to be best for us in the present moment. And Socrates really believed that this theory explained the entirety of human psychology, that everything that we do is in reference to the belief of what we think is best for us at that moment. So even small things like deciding to turn left or instead of right, or shifting in your chair, every single action that we do is because we believe that action to lead to our greatest good, or we believe the action is best for us at the time. So we all act according to our beliefs, and our beliefs determine our actions. They also motivate us to do certain things. And Socrates says that it's our beliefs about what's best for us that motivates us to act the way we do. So it's our beliefs about what's best for us that lead to us acting upon those beliefs. But it's important to note here as well that because we're dealing with belief, it could be the case that our belief could be wrong. For example, if someone murders someone, Socrates would say that they were acting on what they believed to be best for them, but their belief was wrong. And this led him to the interesting conclusion that all bad action is done out of ignorance. And as he says, no one errs willingly. No one makes mistakes willingly or desires harm for themselves or other people willingly. So all bad action is actually out of ignorance. So these are some pretty big claims by Socrates, but now let's see how we can relate this to our modern lives. So from Socrates, we get the impression that it is our beliefs that lay the foundation for all of our actions. So if we change our beliefs, we can change our actions, but it's our actions that actually allow us to get results that we want in our lives. So it's not just enough that if we change our beliefs, we change our actions, but also if we change our actions, then we change our results and we change the amount of success that we get in our life. So really, it all begins with your beliefs, and the success that you get in your life is determined by what you believe and by what you think. Now, this is interesting because Napoleon Hill, in his book Think and Grow Rich, also says something similar, that our success begins with our thoughts. And in order to be successful, we have to first think successfully, or think like a successful person. And he actually interviewed 500 of the most successful people in America just to figure out what it is that makes them successful versus the rest of the population. And he came to the conclusion that the number one key to success really lies within your own thoughts and your own beliefs. To Napoleon Hill, this is the one secret to success. This is the one thing that's holding you back, and the one thing that's keeping you from being successful is that you don't have the right beliefs. So now it's important to know that when we talk about success, we're not strictly speaking about monetary success, but any success. You could easily replace happiness, and the same rules apply. So if you're the type of person who hasn't been successful up until this point in your life, but you want to be, then Napoleon Hill suggests that chances are it's because you don't hold the right beliefs and you don't have the right thoughts. So the first thing you have to do is to first identify what your current beliefs and thoughts are and begin to change them. If you hold one set of beliefs and you're getting a certain set of results, but they aren't the results that you're happy with, then you change those beliefs and you'll now get a new set of results as well. So, in life, it's really what you think and what you believe is what you end up getting. That's the biggest message here. And Napoleon Hill teaches us that oftentimes it's not the physical barriers that are the greatest roadblocks to our success, but it's actually our own thoughts and beliefs that prevent us the most and that keep us from getting where we want in life. So it's only by changing our beliefs that we can actually begin to then come up with a plan to get the success that we want in life. And this is the one secret to success that's keeping you back and that's making other people successful, whereas you're not.